Welcome back to a brand new PTCG live video. Today I'll be showcasing Palafin EX with the newly released set Mega Evolution. So with that being said, let's get into the deck list. Let's see which new cards we'll be running. So we do have the 4 copies of the Finizen, the 3 copies of the single prize Palafin, which is very important for that Zero the Hero ability, where we have to use this ability, and when we move this Pokemon from the active into the bench, we can search out our deck for the Palafin EX and evolve it up into that Palafin EX and get it into play. And then we do have the 3 copies of the Palafin EX here, basically saying the same thing with the Hero Spirit ability. We can only get this Pokemon into play with the effect of Palafin's Zero the Hero ability. And then we do have the Giga Impact for the 1 Water Energy. We can do 250 base damage, as well as during your next turn, this Pokemon can attack. So we can easily work around this and do a double switch out so that we can attack next turn. And then lastly, we do have the Carracosta line in this deck. We have the 2 copies of the Cover Fossil here, the 2 copies of the Tirtouga here, which will be a good option just in case your opponent tries to wall us out, where we can use that Ancient Seaweed with the 30x multiplier. This attack will do 30 damage for each item card in your opponent's discard pile. And then we do have the 2 copies of the Carracosta here to help us get some extra damage on our Palafin EX here. That Primal Knowledge ability. Attacks used by your Pokemon do an extra 30 more damage to your opponent's active evolution Pokemon. And then moving on to our trainer cards. For our stadium cards, we have the 3 copies of the Surfing Beach, where once during each player's turn, they may switch out their active water Pokemon with one of their benched water Pokemon. And then for our supporter cards, we have the 3 copies of Arven for searching an item card and a tool card. The 2 Boss's Orders for gusting up one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. The 2 copies of Iono for draw support as well as hand disruption. The 2 copies of Kieran here, where you have 2 good options with this. You can either switch out your active Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon, or decide to do an extra 30 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon EX. And then lastly, we do have the 4 copies of the Lillie's Determination from Mega Evolution, where you get to shuffle your hand into your deck and draw 6 cards. And if you have exactly 6 prize cards remaining, you get to draw 8 cards instead. So very good for the early game. And then for our tool cards, we have the 2 copies of the Air Balloon, where the retreat cost of the Pokemon this card is attached to will be 2 colorless energies less. As well as we do have the 1 copy of the Defiance Band. If we are behind in prizes, we can do an extra 30 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. And then for our ace spec, we have the Maximum Belt, where we can do an extra 50 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon EX. And then lastly, we do have the 1 copy of the TM Evolution. Ideally, we do want to go second on the first turn of the game, so that we can use this TM Evolution to quickly evolve up 2 of our benched Pokemon in a single turn. And then lastly, we have the 6 basic water energies. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get into some games here. Okay, we do get a mulligan here. So our opponent did win the coin toss. They decided to go first, had us go second. We'll end up taking 2 mulligans. So all we get is 1 basic. So not too great. Hopefully we can get something off the Iono. Would have been better to have Lilies, but... Okay, looks like it's probably going to be Mega Venusaur. Yeah, I don't want to put out Surfing Beach just yet. And they're already putting a ton of pressure on us in general. Pretty bad. Yeah, let's go for Team Evolution. Looks like one of the single prize Palafins got prized. They're probably gonna knock us out next turn. Yeah, there's Bayleaf, Bulbasaur. Yeah, we have like literally no chance to take on one-hit KO on Mega Venusaur. 380 is pretty steep. With everything combined, we'd have to have both the Carracostas in play, Max Belt, and Kieran. Oh wow, they bossed us. Yeah, of course. Such an early boss in the game, I can't believe it. It's the second one in the deck that they got rid of, I guess. Another Ogerpon. Maybe we should try and go for the Kieran here and put pressure on them instead of using the Lillies first. I don't know. Because we need to get rid of that Ogerpon. It is definitely in our way. Yeah, nothing good over there. Yeah, let's switch out. Get rid of the Ogerpon. Hopefully they don't have anything too crazy in their hand. Really hoping so. See what we get. Anything useful? Nah, not really. Like, I guess maybe the Arven, we can use Buddy Poffin to get Ivysaur. Forest of Vitality. And they got Hilda. And they still managed to Teal Dance here for the 1 card. At least they don't knock us out. They Nest Ball, maybe Mew. No, Mega Kangaskhan. Interesting. They retreat out from Mega Kangaskhan. Yeah, I feel like I want to play the Lillies, honestly. We need that Surfing Beach is one thing. Potentially the Max Belt. A Night Stretcher Grass Energy. And let's get the Palafin back. Yeah, I'm gonna play Lillies here. Yeah, I can't believe we couldn't get the stadium card. Yeah, let's end turn. Pretty unfortunate, actually. Let's see, they draw 2. Yeah, there's the Mega Venusaur. Now they can just start moving energy cards around freely. And they got the Lily's Determination. Crazy. Toad School. See, they Nestball. Another Ogerpon. And another Lillie's Determination. I feel like we lost this game, honestly. Yes, these surfing beaches are just not showing up for us. Toadscrew. Let's see, bug catching set. You get Mega Venusaur and Ivysaur. So I guess something Ultra Ball. They only have 14 cards in their deck. And it looks like maybe they used all their Force of Vitality. They might actually have one in hand or in the deck, maybe, if they run 3. They retreat out. And I guess they're going to go into Mega Venusaur. I guess they couldn't have been able to knock us out with the Ogerpon because they would only have 8 energies in play. Now let's go Energy Search. I don't think we can even use the Max Belt. And they just does start the Palafin with the damage on it. Still waiting for that Surfing Beach, honestly. It's pretty bad. Pretty bad indeed. And this does give us a chance to gust up the Mega Kangaskhan. And then we can boss the one prizer. Super Rod. Or should we take out the Mega Venusaur? I don't know, I'm thinking maybe we should take out Meganium, as crazy as that sounds. So what we get here, Buddy Poffin. Nothing good at all. I can't believe that one Surfing Beach we saw in the beginning of the game was basically it for us. Then they go into Ogerpon here. Another Mega Venusaur. Energy Recycler. I can't believe the Surfing Beach has eluded us this much. They get their energy cards, 5 of them back in hand. They go for the Iono. Maybe we get something decent on these 3 cards. There's Surfing Beach at least. So yeah, I feel like that Iono helped us win the game here. Looks like they're moving all the energies to Ogre Pond, which I don't believe they'll be able to do 340 here. 7 energy cards. So yeah, those were really the best plays to do to gust the Meganium. And just kind of have our powder dry here, because that's pretty good that we got Counter Catcher. We could technically use it next turn to gust up onto the Mega Evolutions here. Yeah, 270 here. Carracosta. So yeah, let's put out... Switch out again. And then let's gust up Mega Venusaur, I guess. Yeah, they just concede here. So yeah, we did win the coin toss, decided to go second, had our opponent go first. And looks like no mulligans either from neither one of us. Looks like it's going to be Mega Lucario. So we're definitely going to need Max Belt here. And probably the Carracosta for sure. Yeah, let's get both of the Finizen into Palafin. Looks like 2 of them got prized here. Pretty bad, actually. I'm kind of surprised I didn't get neither one, nor the Solrock or the Lunatone into play here. It's pretty bad. Gravity Mountain. And Lillie's Determination. So they probably got a good chance here to get everything they need for the draw engine. Okay, there's Lunatone. So now they can technically retreat out if they choose to do so. They got 2 energies on the Makihita. They go for the 30 damage, so they still don't even get the Soul Rock that they desperately need. Energy Search, I'll take it. Let's use Iono. Yeah, they're kind of a pretty lousy Iono for us. How many item cards they got in there? 3. Technically, I guess we... Well, we already attached actually energy, so... And I guess we'll just go for the Aqua Splash. They're looking kind of bad just because now we have 0 supporter cards to work with here. And there's the Mega Lucario. Fighting energy, so I guess I'll retreat out here. Yeah, I can't believe we couldn't find Surfing Beach or anything like that. Ooh, they do gust us here for the Palafin. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Let's see. I guess we can use the Kieran as a switching option. Let's go for the 280. We got 0 cards in our hand. 3 supporters. In the discard, not a single Lillies, unfortunately, and that's pretty crazy. Arven, might as well, it's the only card we get. Yeah, it doesn't really fix the problem though. Like, I guess we could retreat out, go counter catcher. Let's see, 60. I guess we can knock them out with the Finizen. Literally right on the dot. See what we get. There's a Surfing Beach and a Palafin. So there's at least one more Palafin that's a regular 1 prizer that's still prized. Let's see if we can make it. It's still not really looking too solid for us, but they put down Riolu. I can imagine here they'll just snipe Palafin if they just get 1 more fighting energy on the Fezandipity. That's all they need. No, they do retreat out here for the Ogre Pond. Tool Scrapper. I know, let's get rid of the Gravity Mountain. I know, should we attach energy on Carracosta here? I feel like we might have to. They're in continuing, we'll just continue to wall us out. Maybe let's try and heal up here. Since it looks like they're going to try and stall us out here. And it's not like we really have that many cards in our hand to work with. It's pretty bleak. Gravity Mountain. What are the odds that they had two of those? Energy Search. And I think we're going to still go for some more healing here. Heal the Palafin EX. 60 damage on it. Ooh. 3 energies on Serendipity. Countercatcher. So yeah, I completely forgot the Carracosta does have a ability. Pretty bad. So I feel like we're just gonna go back at the Finizen here. At least until we find what, a boss? Okay, there's a Lillies. There's finally something turning up for us. One of the 4 Lillies in the deck finally show up. Ooh, there's their Mega Lucario. That's definitely the KO we want to get. And they go to Serendipity, so that's kind of good because what are we up to? 250, 320 potentially. feel like it's not enough. 300, 330. Let's knock out Pheasantipity. So we're like literally 10 damage away from knocking out the Mega Lucario. So yeah, there's Surfing Beach and Night Stretcher, which is really good. Assuming they don't use Iono, next turn we can just gust anything we need and take the win. They go into Mega Lucario. Because we would have to have 2 of the Carracostas set up to take Mega Lucario out. Because even with the max belt is 300, 320, no, 330. So you need Kieran on top of max belt and the 1 Carracosta we had. Yeah, I completely forgot that Ogerpon blocks the abilities with Pokemon with abilities and not specifically EXs. For some reason I was thinking EXs. Yeah, ability. Yeah, let's gust up Makuhita. Surfing Beach. Take the last KO. Yeah, there we go. Last prize card of the game. Air Balloon. There we go. Well, those are all of the games. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.